I know I got a troll in here. Oh, wait. I think Dave is calling back. Hold on one second. What's up, Dave? Dave, this is you?
Yep.
What happened with your phone, Dave?
No, I was on my phone. I was taking a call from my girl. She just landed, so I was
Okay.
going to ignore it.
There you go. So now, you were saying about rap music, right? You were saying that rap music influencing black people, right?
We're just talking about things that contribute to crime.
Okay, now let's tackle the rap thing.
Specifically in the black community.
Okay,
now I'm not going to talk over you.
Now let's talk about that rap thing for a minute.
I'll speak when you ask me to speak.
Okay, now let's talk about that rap thing. You're like, it's the gangster rap music and all the gang stuff in the rap music, right?
Well, no, we were talking. That's part of it. That would be one of many.
Okay, now let me.
That don't help. I'm not saying it's a direct cause. I'm saying it's certain things.
Don't backpedal, man. Don't backpedal. If you say that's a problem, let's address that. And let me go ahead. Let me address that.
Let's talk about that then.
Let's talk about that because now you want to backpedal. Now, number one. First of all, let me show you the hole in your logic. Number one, most rappers today don't talk about gang banging and gang stuff no more. So you have to update your stereotypes. Did you know that? Did you know that most rappers do not talk about gang violence no more?
It's the language, though, that doesn't help.
What language, Dave?
Well, I'll go out on a limb here and say the use of the N-word.
What about the use of the N-word?
And this is a personal belief, and you're good. I can already tell you're going to disagree with me.
Okay.
I think you're probably going to disagree with me. I don't know if you use the word or not.
Yeah, I do, but I use it I use it in another context. I spell it Negus. I spell it that way, niggas, and that means king in Ethiopian. So when I use it, that's what I'm saying. I'm calling a brother a king. When you use it, what are you saying? When you use it, what are you saying? What are you calling a person when you use it?
No, I don't use the N-word. I'm saying in hip hop, the use of the N-word, and it's not Nigger, it's Nigga.
Well, they spell it.
I think it doesn't help. I just think, as a whole, even if it doesn't have a negative connotation when you use it amongst each other, I think the use of it still embodies that word. It just gives that word more power.
So are you saying that the problem in the black community is black people using the N-word, not white supremacy? Is that what you're trying to say, Dave?
No, we're talking about rap music.
Okay.
In rap music, I think that if we keep using the word, it keeps embodying or encouraging the behavior that's associated with that word.
No, it doesn't, Dave.
Positive or negative, I think that it's got an impact. I'm not saying that.
Dave,
I'm not saying that that's the cause of violence. I'm saying that in hip hop music.
What kind of lot? First of all, Dave, what behavior are you talking about?
Well, the behavior that's associated with that word.
Like what? What behavior is associated with that word? Because every black person was called a nigger by white people.
Yeah,
Barack Obama's called a nigger. There's an article that came out today. Barack Obama's called a nigger.
That's the point I'm making. Is that even saying it when you guys say it, it's a put down.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Barack Obama is called a nigger. Barack Obama is called a nigger. So what are you talking about?
Does Barack Obama call his buddies that?
Don't matter if he calls his buddies that or not. The white supremacists call him that. They associate that word with him. So the fact, if all black people stop using that word, the white supremacists will still use that word because white supremacists were using that word before rap, and they were treating black people the same before rap. So you're all over the place.
Okay, so all right, so then if you think that I knew you were going to disagree, but I just think that the more that word is used, the more acceptable it becomes. Any way it's said.
Wait, are you trying to say, I'm trying to be very clear, you trying to say because black people say the N-word that it's more acceptable to whites?
No, I'm just saying when people become desensitized to it. So they don't even think anything of it.
So what if they do become desensitized? I'm trying to understand what your whole argument is, Dave.
Well, when people become desensitized to it, they use it more, and the use of that word is encouraging, on any end, racism.
Wait. So wait. Listen to what you just said. Stop. You saying that using the N-word encourages racism?
Yes.
How so? Please explain that.
Well, like I said, it gives you a word that only you guys can use.
So that makes white people, so black people saying nigga makes white people racist. Is that what you're trying to say?
Black people saying that just puts you in a position to where if you're going to call each other that, why is anybody going to think you're anything different than that?
Dude, if black people never said it to themselves, people in the dominant society, white supremacists were calling black people that way before rap, Dave. Stop it. It's a cultural thing. You sound insane, Dave. Let's be Dave. No, it doesn't, Dave. They're not calling people the N-word because of a rap song,
I'm making
man.
a point. Listen, man. I'm making a point that you have to
Dave, now you're being intellectually dishonest now. You're being intellectually dishonest. Dave, people in the dominant society were calling black people nigga way before any rap record. Yes or no?
Yeah, it was always used as a negative
So
word.
what are you talking about? So why are you now trying to blame it on rap, Dave?
I'm not. Well, what I'm saying is not just rap. What I'm saying is
don't backpedal.
Is used in rap, and when it's used, but not all rap. Obviously, a lot of people don't use it. That's a personal choice. But when you hear certain songs that it's used every sentence, I mean, listen.
Dave, let's stop, Dave. You go. Okay, well, you're not. You're just going to keep going in that same circle, not making a point and not making sense. So okay. So let's just go. You're not making sense on that, and you know you're not making sense. So let me just.
The use of the word nigga
the rapper, black people saying it does not stop systematic white supremacy. That's not going to stop gentrification. They're not creating gentrification because of a damn nigger in rap songs. They're not shutting down schools because the word nigger in a rap song. They're not funneling people into prison because of the word nigger in a rap song. Okay, Dave?
I'm just saying it doesn't help. It doesn't help anything.
What do you mean it doesn't help anything? Well, what do you mean?
It doesn't help.
If they stop, so what does help then? So what's going to stop? What's going to stop? So what's going to stop? And first of all, Dave. Dave, so what's going to stop? So now let's get into the rules of racism. Dave, stop. So what's going to stop the white supremacists from practicing white supremacy then? Since nigga don't help, you're right, it don't help. Okay. So what does help? What's going to make people in your community or the white supremacists stop practicing white supremacy? Tell me what's going to help. What should black people do? Tell us the rules.
When you say white supremacy, are you talking about like Klan white supremacy?
No, I'm not. No, that's not what white supremacy is. Not at all. I ain't talking about no Klan.
You're talking about job discrimination?
I'm talking about any person classified as white who think that they are superior to a black person. By definition, that is a white supremacist. And it doesn't mean somebody hanging somebody or being a Klan member. It's that person on a jury who low-key votes for a person to be acquitted for killing an innocent black person. It's a white teacher who goes to school and funnel all the black kids into special ed. That's a white supremacist. There are many white supremacists.
Listen, you should know, I'm Cuban. So I'm not
man, if you don't stop that, I'm not really white. I'm don't play that game. Dave, don't play. Dave, don't play that I'm a minority too game. Don't play the I'm a minority too. Dave, don't do that. Dave, don't give me the I'm 1/8 Native American. My people struggle too. Dave, don't give me the I'm Cuban. I'm not really. You're classified as white, Dave. Dave, no. Okay. You're classified as white now, Dave. Let's be very honest, aren't you?
Sure.
No, not sure. Yes or no? Yes or no, Dave? You're classified as white. Yes or no?
Hispanic, sure. I mean,
dude. Hispanic is not a race, Dave.
Okay, then
are you classified? Are you classified as white or not, Dave?
Yes, white. Yes. Sure.
It's not a trick question, Dave.
Yes, I classify me as white.
I'm not classifying you, Dave. You classify yourself on the census form. Well, why was that so difficult to say, Dave? Why was that so difficult to say, Dave?
We speak Spanish in my house, so
no matter if you speak Spain is in Europe, Dave. Come on now. Don't try to present. Don't try to play the I'm a minority. I'm kind of a minority too role. Don't do that. Just keep it 100.
Okay. All right, back to the point.
Let's get back to the point. All right, but don't try to pull that again, Dave. I'm not the one to pull that on. But go ahead.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Keep going. Point. Back to the point.
Yes, indeed. Because truth be told, ain't nobody really white. There's a lot of people genetically, if we're going to talk genetics, that's a whole different story. But nobody's really white. But that's a whole different story.
No.
When I talk about white, I'm talking about people who are socially categorized as white, because that's what matters. The people who are socially in that category and the people who are socially able to be labeled as white supremacists. Now, the point is, now let's get back on the rap thing. Another thing about the whole rap thing influences black folks and all that. 80% of, well, not 80, but 70% of the rap music is purchased by white people. So if the word nigga and the gangster rap and all that stuff is such a negative influence, why doesn't it influence white children to act negative like you say the black people act negative?
Listen, I'm for a free market. If that's what people want to hear and that's what they want to buy, then that's what should be sold.
Absolutely. But why is it not affecting them negatively? If you say that, no, Dave, you just said rap music makes black folks act negatively. Why doesn't it make the 70% of the people who buy it act negative, which are the white people? Why doesn't it make them act negative?
Oh. I mean, it's not really the culture that they identify with. It's the music they might like to listen to.
Oh. Now, what is white culture, Dave?
Well, everybody's got their own culture. There's African American culture. There's culture.
What is white culture, Dave? What is white culture, Dave?
Listen, if you're talking about music that's
Dave, no, Dave. I asked you a very specific question, Dave. I asked you a specific question. What is white culture?
White culture, I would say white culture is, if you want to stereotype white culture, the standard, get married, have a family, go to college, have the average, 2.5 kids per household, 2 cars, white picket fence, a dog. That's probably white culture.
Okay, if that's white culture, why are there so many millions of white people living in trailer parks, having sex with their cousins, strung out on meth? If that's white culture.
Oh, there's a lot of fucked up people in the country. Don't get me wrong.
Because you just gave me some bullshit just now. You just gave me some Ozzy and Harriet bullshit. You gave me some bullshit right there. All right.
Listen, there's a lot of it's regional. I think it's got more to do with regional. White culture in southern Alabama might be going hunting and fishing, and then going to church, and then whatever else they do down there. But then up in north, it might be going golfing and going to your country club if you live around Boston or something. It's different everywhere.
Man, black people golf. Charles Barkley golfs, Michael Jordan golf, O.J. Simpson golf.
Exactly. I'm not saying black people don't golf. I'm not saying that. I'm saying...
And it's not a culture, and we're going to use golf. The thing is, the golf courses, it's white culture because they made a rule to not let blacks in. So if you're talking about white supremacy when you talk about that, brother, if you're talking about a golf course, because their whole thing was not letting black people in the golf courses. So you're talking about, so are you saying that white culture is white supremacy? Are you saying that white culture is white supremacy?
I said what you would stereotype white culture as being, and you're right, you just stereotyped it as being. Does everybody who belongs to a country club, is everybody a racist because they belong to a country club and they're white? Does that make them an automatic racist?
I didn't say that makes them an automatic racist, but a country club. You're saying that a country club, they're black country clubs, or they're black organizations that have members within that organization.
They're still prohibited against women, in Augusta.
But again, I'm asking you what white culture is. You said that white culture is people getting married with the white picket fence and the 2 kids. There are plenty of black people like that. There are plenty of black people.
Just stereotypical white culture.
Not really, but not really, Dave. But that's that 1950s Ozzy and Harriet bullshit.
And I'm oversimplifying it. And
yes, you are.
There's a lot of
because there's a lot of black folks who live like that. I'm one of them, Dave.
Sure. You got the kid and the wife, I'm sure, and you're a great father. And that's the American dream more than anything. That's
right.
not